52-year-old state prisoner Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with she/her pronouns because Carroll identifies as a woman. But the district attorney believes the defendant is abusing the system.
This is a person who's not a woman in any sense of the word.
In March, DA Sally Moreno charged Carroll for rape allegedly committed while incarcerated at the Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla.
After his first cellmate became pregnant and was moved to Los Angeles, two other cellmates of his complained that he had raped them. So we have filed rape charges against this inmate.
Moreno says the ruling regarding pronouns impacts her ability to prosecute the case.
This is a particular issue in this case because it's confusing to the jury. In California, rape is a crime that has to be accomplished by a man.
Supervising Deputy DA Eric Dutemple says it's also unfair to the victims.
It's just absolutely insane that a victim would have to get on the stand and police their pronouns and their usage when trying to recite one of the most scariest times in their lives.
Carroll was allowed to serve time in a women's prison despite being a biological male because of Senate Bill 132, the Transgender Respect, Agency, and Dignity Act, which took effect in 2021. It allows inmates to be housed with the gender they identify as. The CDCR website points out state law prohibits discrimination based on gender identity.
There's no psychological evaluation that needs to be done. This person doesn't need to be on cross-gender hormones. They don't need to be signed up for transgender surgery. They don't even need a significant psychological evaluation regarding gender confusion. The mere statement is enough.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I frankly didn't want to sit through that. It was too funny. It's funny, but it's not funny if you're one of the people that was raped by this guy. But yeah, our system is garbage. So the question is this: how did this happen? I don't mean how did it happen. We know how it happened anatomically, but what I'm saying is, how did California get to this point where it was allowing a man to just say, hey, I'm a woman, and go to a woman's prison? Here it is.
California has passed legislation allowing transgender inmates in the state's correctional facilities to be assigned housing based on their gender identity. In September, California Governor Gavin Newsom signed Senate Bill 132 into law. California now joins Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York City, and Massachusetts in recognizing inmates' gender identity. So, State Senator Scott Wiener, a Democrat from San Francisco, is the author behind the bill and joins us now. So this is quite a change, quite an evolution in the understanding of what it means to be transgender. So talk to me about this law and what it means for transgender inmates.
Yeah, thank you for having me. SB 132 and the whole idea is to make sure that we're treating transgender people in prison or anywhere with the basic dignity and respect that they deserve, and to acknowledge that if you are a trans woman, you're a woman. If you're a trans man, you're a man.
It's like a comedy routine come to life. So let me get this right. This guy says, I'm a woman. And since he said, hey, I'm a woman, even though he got junk, they had to respect that and put him in the woman's prison. So he talking about, hey, I'm a woman, a woman. And then a cellmate came up pregnant. All right, great. Then a couple other women came up great. And they say he did it. Didn't have to take hormone therapy, didn't have to have any surgeries done. All he had to do was say, ooh, me, I like to go where all the women are. That's it. That's all he had to do. They were like, step this way, sir. Ma'am. Right this way. To all the women that you can overpower and take advantage of all the live long day. Yeah, don't have to worry about nothing, man. You got it good, man. This is fine. We want to respect your rights. We don't want to challenge you because we don't want to be called homophobic, transphobic.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
not in
Okay.
this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the
biologist.
meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the
All right.
law and I decide. So I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
So busy not wanting to be called homophobic or transphobic. Instead, you want to be called stupid. Morons. Dumbasses. That's what you are. I would like to talk to some of those progressive folks and just look them in the eye and say, is this what you intended to happen? See how your dumbass ideas have real world consequences? See that? See that? But see, I've known a lot of these progressive type people. This is why I had to leave it behind. You know, every day, there'll be some cockamamie goofball person, right? Some lame ass saying I'm grifting. Just because I never agreed with that shit. But now that I say it, I'm grifting. No, motherfucker, everybody don't agree with your ideas that the rest of us have to live by some shitty ideas that you come up with, that you pull up out of the bottom of the barrel. No, I never believed that. I never thought that was a good idea about how anybody could just say they're whatever they want to say they are, and the whole world has to treat them that way, regardless of the repercussions that could take place because of said treatment. The way that it puts people in danger and people in harm's way because of that. If you want to call yourself something and go stand in your house and wear certain types of clothes and talk amongst yourselves, I'm fine with that. You know what? I'm even fine with you going out into the world that way. But if I gotta treat you that way, if I had to pretend, I shouldn't have to be in on your make-believe. You know, I shouldn't have to participate in your delusion. No. Your perception of your reality is your own business. And that's right. It's your business. It's not my business. It's nobody, and no one else should have to deal with it. No one. But of course, people can't keep it honest. That's why they really don't want to mess with Tim Black, because they don't want to come on this show and have to be a real person. And have to answer a tough question, which is not even a tough question. You know, you got congressmen and congresswomen who can't even tell you the difference between a man and a woman because they're so afraid of the pack. This man graped those women, and the state made it possible. Those women should sue. Damn right they should sue. You can't fix stupid. You just can't fix it. But evidently, you can't promote it to a position of power and give it the keys of the castle so that it can mess the world up for the rest of us. You know you wasn't raised like this. Why you want to pretend so you can fit in with the cool kids? Most people who heard that story just shook their head and said, what a bunch of dummies running that prison. Very few people said, sometimes things happen. Yeah, because it wasn't you.